Hello, and welcome to the Mountain Breaks. Just got the tennis gig on, Baron, with the ITF Worldwide Coaches Conference. Well, yeah, you always got to keep your tennis theme, Baron. Now, just at the Sir Henry Parkes School of Art and Museum. So who's Henry Parkes? I don't know. I'm just trying to just trying to figure it all out. So it seems to me that he gave this famous speech. Just going over there now. It's called the Henry Parkes. So Henry Parkes Tenterfield speech, and you can get a copy. It's not a problem. You can get a copy, but I've got a copy now. Let me just take a look. I think it's something to do with the Federation. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. Well, yeah. Okay, so back in, here it is, 1889. Okay, the famous speech delivered in the Tenterfield School of Arts on 24th of October 1889 set in motion the popular movement resulting in Australian Federation, 1st of January 1901. Now what is, yes, Barron did do Politics 101. Federation was when the parties, or before then, no, it wasn't Australia as a whole. It was state based. I think that's what the Australian Federations, and so you got the three levels now of government, from federal, state and local, and prior to Federation there was no federal, it was just state, or yes, I think it's something to do with that. And that's when the parties formed. Is the Liberal Party the oldest? It didn't start off as a Liberal Party. It went through various transitions, Country Party of Australia and so on. So anyway, you can look at all the history of how the parties formed, the Australian Labor Party and the Liberal Party of Australia. And then there's, of course, it's confusing because the National Party, and they've got a coalition now with the Liberal Party. And then, yeah, so this speech was kind of pinnacle, obviously, to Federation by Sir Henry Parkes. But back in 1889, and it says here, banquet at Tenterfield. So this must be the room where the speech took place. So I'm assuming, yeah, this is the banquet hall. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Okay, so you can read about how if we just do a RIA. We just do a RIA. So this is the actual speech. So it says here, Sir Henry Parkes Tenterfield speech, and this is the whole speech, which I'm not going to bother reading. But yeah, it's not exactly that long, but you could actually read this particular speech. And this must be the banquet hall, and this is, yeah, and here they've got various, and it's a museum as well. You can see, and so this must be when the speech. Is this the original table? I don't exactly know. I think they're playing the speech. And over here, okay, the Australian Constitution, Indigenous rights. So Henry Parkes in the 1967 referendum. What is all that about? I don't know. You could study it up if you really wanted to. I don't know. Australian Aboriginal flag. Australian federalism, welcome to country, and so on. Yeah, it's not difficult. You could just read it and study it. I'm not going to spend all this time. I know that this is kind of confusing. So it's got Parkes Gallery continues through this door. I don't think anyone notices this. And so you go through this door, and you can see here. This is the statue of Sir Henry Parkes. So if you get a particular bronze statue of your head, is pretty impressive, I guess. Okay, so let's just get out of here. Oh, here's a bit on St Henry Parkes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on all of this. Now, Oh, now I should say yes. Now Barron's in Tenterfield, and there is a Parks. There is an actual place, Parks. It's just a couple of hours from Lithgow, sort of Blue Mountains. I'm assuming that's where Sir Henry Parkes grew up, which is why it's called Parks. But the speech was made here in Tenterfield. The famous speech back in whatever it was, 1889. So, and also Tenterfield, yes, there is the Peter Allen. Now, yeah, and again, just to kind of reiterate that, no, Peter Allen, he grew up in Armidale, so it's really Armidale, which is really what Peter Allen is, the place that's really famous. But because of the song, Tenterfield Saddler, that is why I guess Tenterfield has the name associated with Peter Allen. But I don't think it was in Tenterfield for that long, maybe 6 weeks or something, or maybe composed the song in Tenterfield. Why would it be in reference? Why would the song be called Tenterfield Saddler? I have to research that. But actually went from there to Lismore actually. I think it was Lismore. And so did schooling at Lismore post 14 years old. And yes, Barron's been to Lismore, and it's worth going to Lismore on a stopover to Byron. And incidentally, Barron looking at actually travelling, sort of going from Sydney through to Broken Hill, then to Adelaide, and could even go via Parks, or certainly will go via Lithgow, but probably go to Dubbo, and a few other places, and then across to Broken Hill. Okay, so what's on the agenda today? So let's just do a RIA. Okay, so here's number one. So this is the Sir Henry Parkes Memorial, and then there's a library, Tenterfield Saddler. So I'll probably go there next. I don't exactly know what that is, but I'll go there. Centenary Cottage, this historic cork tree, this Thunderbolt's hideout thing's quite a long way away, but I probably won't go there. So we'll probably check out those places. I think the historic cork tree could be the most interesting. It's going to be this really kind of tall tree. Okay. Oh, now I wouldn't recommend so staying at the Peter Allen Motel Inn, but I actually wouldn't recommend it. In fact, the manager or the host of the motel, he was telling me that Peter Allen can't really sing very well. I mean, seriously, just if you start making comments like that. So I don't know. Maybe he wasn't the best singer, but it's the whole performance at the end of the day. And to be making comments like that, I just thought that was just a bit kind of rude, or just completely, I don't know. Particularly if you've got at this hotel, and your name in the hotel, the Peter Allen Motel Inn. I just thought it was a really inappropriate comment. But I don't know. I just don't think he was happy, and it's just a lot of smoking along the grounds, and it's kind of a very run down, kind of hotel. So I probably just wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, it was the cheapest, and maybe that's why it was the cheapest, and maybe that's what happens with these cheaper options. But having said that, in of course Armidale, where Barron did stay at the White Lanterns, and with the Christmas tree, in of course room number 12. And I put a copy of the Minuscule Ant. You'll find in the drawer on the right-hand side where there's this old phone next to the Bible. Definitely worth staying there, even on potentially Christmas Eve. Could be very interesting because of that Christmas tree. And maybe put a copy, get the Minuscule Ant, and you could put it on the wall next to the Christmas tree. And I left a bit of blue tape as well. So, yeah, not everything works out when you travel in terms of accommodation, but you have to go cheaper options because it's pretty expensive. Okay, so maybe we'll leave it there, and I'll just sort of update as we have more insight or developments on the Peter Allen, and also the Henry Parkes, or Sir Henry Parkes. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. And that was the Bone Breaks.